Building an autonomous agent starts with understanding what agents can do, then moving into how to construct them for complex tasks. The focus here is a customizable, code-based approach. That matters because it lets you create agents for complex, multi-step tasks instead of relying on a fixed setup. There are already popular tools in this space, and they're useful for exploring what agents can do. But the goal here is to get hands-on with the underlying ideas. The emphasis is on foundational principles, because understanding how agents work makes them easier to customize. For developers, that deeper control is what turns an agent into something tailored to. The next step is practical construction from the ground up. Any of these frameworks can be used as a starting point. Hugging Face Small Agents, Google Agent. Development Kit, or FastMCP. Now the focus shifts to the development environment, where the work of building an agent becomes concrete and practical. A simple question can still require several steps. To find how much money a company made at the end of Q4 2024, you first have to search for the right. The first step is to go online and search for each company's earnings report. Next, you have to identify the correct link for the Q4 2024 report, since the search results may include other pages. After that, the report has to be downloaded, and it may be a long document. Then the report must be opened and scanned until the section with the revenue information is found. Each company repeats that same multi-step process, so the work quickly becomes time-consuming and effortful. AI agents are especially useful when the steps change from one task to the next. Finding the report is only the first part. Reading it and locating the revenue figure. Now, the first agent is built using code that was tested with Python 3.1, 3.7, and Hugging Face Small Agents 1.22.0. Start by creating a new Python environment that keeps dependencies organized, reduces conflicts with other projects, and keeps this project isolated and clean. Common tools for that are Venv, which. Next, use the Hugging Face Small Agents library. It works with tools like LiteLLM to connect to different LLMs, including Google's models. Because these examples use a Google Gemini Flash model, run this install command in the terminal inside the new environment to add Small Agents 1.22.0, plus the LitLM and Toolkit extras. To let Small Agents and LiteLLM access the Google Gemini API, you need an API key. Get the Gemini_up_ key from Google AI Studio or Google Cloud Platform, then make it available. On Linux or Mac OS, set the variable with export. On Windows, use set. Both commands assign your key to Gemini_up_ key for the current terminal session. Replace the placeholder with the real key. For a more permanent setup, add the line to a shell startup file, such as .bash or .zshrc or .profile, or load it from building your first agent starts here. With the environment ready, the libraries installed, and the API key configured, you can write a simple first AI agent with Small Agents. This agent already includes built-in capabilities to begin. First, import code agent and LiteLLM model. Then set the model ID to Gemini/Gemini 2.0 Flash and create a LiteLLM model with provider set to Google. After that, define an empty tools list. The tools equals tools parameter gives the agent a set of tools it can use to complete tasks. Here, no tools are assigned yet, and that parameter will be used. The reasoning model is selected with model equals model. Turning on add_base_tools, add a standard set of essential tools, including DuckDuckGo web search and a Python code interpreter. Verbosity_level equals running the code should produce an answer containing 187.8 billion. The agent is asked for Amazon's revenue in the fourth quarter of 2024. A language model on its own does not have real-time knowledge of specific external data, so to search and retrieve internet data, the agent is given add_base_tools equals true. That provides default utilities, including a web search tool powered by DuckDuckGo, which lets it query the ASIN. Exercise, remove add_tools equals true and run the program again. Then watch how the agent behaves when it must find Amazon's Q4 2024 revenue without an explicit web agents and prompt engineering. Choosing a capable reasoning model is not enough by itself. Prompt engineering matters too, because the way the agent is instructed and the context it receives through well-crafted prompts plays now extend the task to Amazon, Google, and Apple. If the instruction asks for their Q4 2024 revenue, the agent can return the three values together. Amazon's Q4 2024 revenue is $187.8 billion. Google's is $96.5 billion. Apple's is $94.9 billion. Putting the same information into a structure table makes it easier to read and compare. The instruction can be changed to ask for the Q4 2024 revenue of Amazon, Google, and Apple in a table for direct comparison. That produces the following result. This chart compares Q4 2024 revenue across three companies. Amazon is highest at $187.8 billion, while Google and Apple are both just under $100 billion. Structured output makes financial results easier to analyze and compare because the information is organized consistently. The summary highlights two main ideas. First, you took practical steps toward building AI agents with a customizable, code-based approach using small agents. Second, prompt engineering remains important because it can guide an agent to produce structured outputs like comparative tables. Try changing max_ steps in code agent initialization. Then observe whether the agent can finish more complex tasks or whether it stops too early. Another exercise is to ask for more complex output formatting. For example, request a summary, then 3 bullet point takeaways, and finally a short paragraph explaining each one.